Welcome to the InfoMullet YouTube channel. If you enjoy this content, please like or share. And if you'd like to support the InfoMullet by becoming a mulleteer, visit us on Patreon. We appreciate your support. Number 4, and this is another one that's had a couple years now. Will Turkey be stronger, the same, or weaker in its regional hegemony by the end of 2021 than it is now? So for those who have watched either the InfoMullet blog going back years, I've been documenting this evolution Turkey's been going under really since 2004, when Erdogan took power and the Justice Party took power. And then it really began playing out during the Arab Spring. There was sort of an effort where Turkey tried to make a play and it got pushed back. But really in the last 3 or 4 years, Turkey has emerged as a regional hegemon. And I think 2020 was the year that this became apparent. And I think my forecast for 2021, Turkey gets stronger relative to its peers. It continues the momentum. It has now swapped positions with Russia. If you think 5 years ago when we say, who has the most influence in this area other than the United States, people would have said, well, Russia. I'm telling you, Turkey has spanked Russia 3 times now. Once in Syria, once in Libya, and once in Armenia, Azerbaijan. And it's doing it in its near space. I mean, Armenia and Azerbaijan is not far from Russia. Libya is a little further away. You can say, okay, that's distant. But it's not like asking Russia to go across the world and defend it. This is in Russia's near space. And what's going on is the sort of the modern warfare that is the new way of conducting warfare. Turkey is the best at doing this. Now, I'm not going to say that the U.S. isn't good, but we have not demonstrated this capability. If you want to say the #1 demonstrated military capability in the world right now for 21st century warfare, it's Turkey, and it rests on 3 things. It rests on drones, not the world's most high-tech drones or the world's fanciest. That the U.S. probably has that. You know, we got some really fancy stuff, but they have a very good intermediate drone capability. Some of those drones carry jammers, and they're the jamming of the air defense. So if you think about drones, you got these drones flying out. Well, we're just go shoot them down with anti-air missiles, right? Well, these drones, there's a jamming capability that has proved completely able to shut down Russian anti-air defense systems. I mean, it's been completely effective. So now what you've got is Turkey is able to establish air superiority in drones, and then those drones are now linked increasingly to very high precision artillery. So this is the 3-legged stool. You have drones that jam, which keeps your other drones from getting shot down. Those drones then loiter over sites and provide very precise information to high precision artillery that comes in and just obliterates whatever's going on in that area. And this is where, if you've been watching any of the videos coming out of Armenia, Azerbaijan, tanks, APCs, other teams' artillery, these are all easy targets. And the drones themselves are carrying missiles. So if the artillery misses, the drone can like pick off the last one. This also helps too in that when it comes to propaganda and social media, nothing beats a live video anymore. So you can say, there are no troops in downtown, capital city of our Republic of Artash. That's impossible. And the Azerbaijan just releases the drone video that they've got because they got these drones with cameras. You can release tons of, you can edit and release the ones that show hits, kind of like the Gulf War. But Turkey has built this military capability up, and it is using it now almost without transactional costs. They don't have to put troops on the ground for this. They're working with indigenous fighters most often. It's not a hugely expensive thing. So they've got a military package. And then you look at the other factors. Their economy, and with COVID, they're doing better than almost any other peer in the region, maybe perhaps Greece, but Greece doesn't have the military capability. Iran, you'd normally talk about Iran. Iran is suffering under COVID-19. Its economy is in shambles. There's a lot of domestic tension. Turkey, on the other hand, even though he's an authoritarian rule, President Erdogan has stabilized and has strong national support. So you've got the elements you would need for a continuing strengthening of regional hegemony. You've got a military capability that can't be matched currently and is being used, and the willingness to use it. You've got a strong, fairly strong economy relative to 2020, and good response to COVID-19 relative to everyone else. And you have a stable leadership that has at least sufficient support. I think Turkey continues to move on. Now, there's obvious contingencies. You could have some sort of uprising in Turkey or more dissension. They could overextend themselves. I mean, they're all the way out in Western Mediterranean now, west of Italy, down in Libya. But I think the most likely thing you're going to see is if there is a collapse in Iraq, or a significant rise in ISIS activity in Iraq, you may actually see a major Turkish intervention into Iraq. And I don't know if they're going to, I mean, the Kurds are up there in the Kurdistan region, and Turkey's been intervening in small cases to attack the Kurdish terrorist groups. There's a Kurdistan Patriotic Front, the KPF, and then the KPP is the Kurdish People's Party. It's very confusing, but there's a Kurdish government, and then there are Kurdish terrorist fighters on that territory. Turkey has been attacking them, but I'm saying you may see Turkey take a slice out of Iraq if there is a general collapse. They may initiate or be the biggest beneficiary of a partition. That's a little bit unlikely, but it's not out of the cards. So definitely the forecast for 2021 is Turkey continues to strengthen its regional hegemony. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to follow the InfoMullet, visit us on Facebook or Twitter. And if you'd like notifications when we post new video content, click on the red subscribe button below the video. If you've ever wanted to become a mulleteer and support the InfoMullet, visit us on Patreon. We appreciate the support.